What's going on, everyone? Thanks so much for joining me today. Continuing on the Dryfire series, this is the fundamentals as applies to the handgun. I have 5 fundamentals and they accomplish 4 different tasks. The 5 fundamentals are body position, grip, your sights, meaning sight alignment and sight picture, trigger control, and follow through. Those 5 fundamentals accomplish good, accurate first round hits, recoil control, fast and accurate follow-up shots, and mobility. So first thing is body position. So you want to be standing up, semi-athletic, weight towards the balls of your feet, meaning your toes. You can either be more squared up, or you can have your support foot a little bit forward and your primary leg a little rearward. It doesn't matter, it's whatever's most comfortable. And your arms out, pressed out in an isosceles like position. How far you press them out depends on your level of flexibility and comfort. All right. Next is grip. A gun recoils back, up, and then to the path of least resistance. So I'm a right-handed shooter. The gun's going to come back, up, and to the left. For a left-handed shooter, the gun's going to come back, up, and to the right. So to combat this force, we want to hold the gun in line with our forearm as much as possible. Think of like pushing a heavy object. You want to be behind the heavy object as much as possible and pushing directly in line with the direction in which we want to push the object in. So in line with your forearm as much as possible. You also want to grip the gun up as high as possible. If you have a low grip, you're compromising control over the recoil. So grip the gun up as high as possible. And then with your support hand, you want to consume what's left. So you want to lock that wrist out and have maximum contact on the gun. Put your primary thumb over top of your support thumb. You don't ideally want to do this unless you're shooting a revolver, meaning your support thumb over top of your primary thumb. Like I said, this is a revolver technique. This will work for semi-autos, and it was used for a while. However, you're giving up some recoil control. So maximum contact with the gun, primary thumb over top of support thumb. As you press out, your grip should be becoming tighter, and you should have an even grip on either side of the gun. Next is sights. Front sight in between the rear, even light to either side of the front sight. Everything should be level across. If you're running a red dot, your red dot should be in the center of your optic. You're going to be more target focused, and you're going to put the red dot where you want the bullets to strike. Next is trigger control. Ideally, you want to sink as much finger on the trigger as possible, comfortably. If you have really long fingers and you can do this, that's fine, that's okay. One thing, if you have long fingers, you don't want to do is pull your finger out. You see this a lot. The problem with this technique is you end up pushing the gun. So just sink as much finger on the trigger that you possibly can, that's comfortable. Pull the trigger straight to the rear without making your sights move, without disturbing your sights. It's very simple. It's not easy, but just keep it simple. Last is follow through. So follow through is nothing more than after firing a shot, resetting the trigger and realign your sights. So boom, I'm going to reset my trigger and realign my sights. The purpose of this is you're setting yourself up for success if you have to fire multiple shots. Not necessarily saying that you have to fire multiple shots, but if you do, it's a good habit to always prepare for another one. So every time you fire a shot, you should always think another one. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.